Attention is the process of selecting things to concentrate on, at a point in time, from the range of possibilities available. Attention involves our auditory and/or visual senses. An example of auditory attention is waiting in the dentist's waiting room for our name to be called out to know when it is our time to go in. An example of attention involving the visual senses is scanning the football results in a newspaper to attend to information about how our team has done. Attention allows us to focus on information that is relevant to what we are doing. The extent to which this process is easy or difficult depends on I. Whether we have clear goals and 2. Whether the information we need is salient in the environment. I. Our goals. If we know exactly what we want to find out, we try to match this with the information that is available. For example, if we have just landed at an airport after a long flight and want to find out who had won the World Cup, we might scan the headlines at the newspaper stand, check the web, call a friend, or ask someone in the street. When we are not sure exactly what we are looking for, we may browse through information, allowing it to guide our attention to interesting or salient items. For example, when we go to a restaurant, we may have the general goal of eating a meal but only a vague idea of what we want to eat. We peruse the menu to find things that whet our appetite, letting our attention be drawn to the imaginative descriptions of various dishes. After scanning through the possibilities and imagining what each dish might be like, plus taking into account other factors, such as cost, who we are with, what the specials are, what the waiter recommends, whether we want a 2 or 3-course meal, and so on, we may then make a decision. 2. Information presentation. The way information is displayed can also greatly influence how easy or difficult it is to attend to appropriate pieces of information. Perception refers to how information is acquired from the environment, via the different sense organs, for example eyes, ears, fingers, and transformed into experiences of objects, events, sounds, and tastes. Roth, 1986. It is a complex process, involving other cognitive processes such as memory, attention, and language. Vision is the most dominant sense for sighted individuals, followed by hearing and touch. With respect to interaction design, it is important to present information in a way that can be readily perceived in the manner intended. For example, there are many ways to design icons. The key is to make them easily distinguishable from one another and to make it simple to recognize what they are intended to represent. Most dominant sense for sighted individuals, followed by hearing and touch. With respect to interaction design, it is important to present information in a way that can be readily perceived in the manner intended. For example, there are many ways to design icons. The key is to make them easily distinguishable from one another and to make it simple to recognize what they are intended to represent. A general design principle is that information needs to be represented in an appropriate form to facilitate the perception and recognition of its underlying meaning. Memory involves recalling various kinds of knowledge that allow us to act appropriately. It is very versatile, enabling us to do many things. For example, it allows us to recognize someone's face, remember someone's name, recall when we last met them and what we said to them last. Simply, without memory we would not be able to function.